Hello, my name is Ben with Irrigators LLC. We're a irrigation contractor here in Florida. So as for advertising, we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars with various different companies promising to get us on the front page, also promising us, calls within X amount of days, and they all seem to be more fraudulent than anything else. So when Get Roundhouse called me, I was already skeptical because I had just gotten basically ripped off by another company. Literally for 8 months, hadn't done a thing, and I'd already paid, $6 or $7 grand into the project. When I got the call from Get Roundhouse, I was thinking, it's just another one of these companies. And I can say that right off the bat, the communication was better than I had ever received from a marketing agency for, Google ads and Google Leads, all that kind of stuff. But just the communication alone is enough reason to use these guys because they really go above and beyond and tell you how they're doing things, why they're doing them, and how they can change them to better the process. We have monthly meetings. He sends me information on, how the ads are performing and what changes they've made and what blogs they've created to get me, ranked higher. So it's been a really good experience. We've gotten lots of work. I was advertising with Angi Leads and networks for many years, but you're getting matched up with other contractors. If you're busy in the field and you're not the first one to call them back, you might lose that job because they got 4 other contractors that have already called them. When it comes to this kind of advertising, they're interested in you because you're a solid company and you have good reviews. To get those reviews, he created a review link for me. I think we had 9 to 13 reviews when we started. We now have 81 reviews, and I haven't been with him for a year at this point. And the type of work that he gets us, it's a hot lead. Some of the leads we get are quite large jobs. We've gotten a few 20,000 plus jobs just for irrigation repair, and I highly suggest anybody use this company in the future. But I was promised, basically to start getting calls and work, within 5 months, with the Google aspect of it, meaning like maps and things like that. But literally within the first 2 weeks, we started getting calls, kind of went up from there. Even in the slow season, we were still getting the calls that we normally wouldn't get to keep us going. And I was able to shut off networks and Angi Leads and use them as more of a backup when the Google Leads slow down. That's saved me money. So it's really pushed us through to stay busier than we really ever have been. And some of the houses that we come to, look something to this effect. So not only are we getting work, but we're getting big jobs that have, multiple zones, multiple issues, houses that might be a little older that nobody's maintained in the past. I'm very proud to recommend Roundhouse to anybody. I think that they're loyal. They really care about us and the calls that we get. And, weekly they're like, what kind of calls did you get? What kind of repairs did you do? How, are you getting calls out of your range of where you normally work? Just multiple questions to try to better the campaigns that they run for us. And so, I would highly suggest any contractor use these guys. It's going to make a big difference. Not only in just your advertising costs, you're going to actually spend less. You might spend a little bit more up front, but in the long run, my leads have went down, and we have a really good sales rate when we do get these leads. So I appreciate you guys, and keep up the good work.